today's the day that I try and get a budget exhaust for the 350. Deleting the cats to try and gain some power, and aiming for the true dual setup. Now there are a crap load of videos out on YouTube about sound clips of what the car sounds like, so me recording with my phone and not having a person to help me, I am going to, sorry for all the spinning, I only realized now, if you're motion sick, I apologize. Anyway, I'm not going to leave my phone on the side of the road while I do a drive-by, because when I turn around and get back, the phone might be gone. So I'll do a cold start for you guys with a little bit of a rev, and then obviously with the replacement exhaust I'll do the same. And then maybe when I have time I will do a drive-by with somebody holding the phone. But yeah, I don't want it to be too raspy. This is going to be difficult, especially because it's going to be a budget exhaust DIY shop piecing together parts, so no development, no R&D. I'm just basically going to guide them along with research that I've seen, things the guys have done, and try and mimic that. So we'll see how it goes. So, I've been driving the 350 for about a day now with the new exhaust system, and I am absolutely in love. Look, for a daily, it is way too freaking loud, like obnoxiously loud. But for a track car, I think it's got the right tone. It's got a bit of the 350Z from Tokyo Drift. It's got a bit of that sound to it, that exhaust note. I'm absolutely in love with it. So, you guys thought that the exhaust video was over. You were wrong. So, she developed a rattle coming down in RPM. So, listen to this, and it sounds like it's inside the pipe. Now, does that not sound like something inside the pipe? It does. Hey guys, welcome to an addition to my exhaust video. So I thought it was done. We're doing a budget build, so unfortunately as part of this, like the whole budgetness of the it's come and bite me in the butt. So basically the guy omitted flex joints in the exhaust, and he didn't add flanges exactly where I wanted him to do. In the beginning there was a rattle in the exhaust. That's kind of gone away now. I've had it for about a month. But basically what's happening is I can't get the exhaust off without taking off the W brace. And yeah, the bolts on the W brace, the heads have now stripped. And yeah, big mission. Anyway, so I've gone ahead and bought flex joints. So yeah, as you can see, lekker. Gonna put these in. I've also got myself a MIG welder, so I can do this kind of stuff. The way I went about getting the MIG welder was telling myself that with all the work that I'm going to be doing on the car, instead of having to get a guy to do the welding and paying for that, blah blah blah, the welder eventually pays for itself. So that's the logic I'm using. Whether it's sound, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, oh yes, and then also here's the flanges I went ahead and got. So I'm going to be welding these on as well. So obviously 2 sets of each for the exhaust, and yeah, I'll get you guys under the car and then we can discuss how and where to put this. It's tricky. Also, I don't know how I'm going to get the exhaust out between the W brace and the prop shaft. I'll show you guys that underneath. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I don't have a sawzall or anything like that, so it's making it difficult to cut through this pipe, but yeah, anyway, so I'm cutting it now with a hacksaw. The carbon fiber prop shaft sitting above, which I'm paying very close attention to not nicking it, and then I must do the same on the side. Come on! Oh, fuck. So this is what happened. Yeah. See if it works. Doesn't work anymore.
One eternity later.
Success! Yes, okay, so this is the plan. Sorry for all that shaking. Let's get this down. No, there we go. Okay, so cut through this. So took the angle grinder and cut as high up as I could with that, and then as I showed you guys with the hacksaw, and then that short one bent broke about 3 blades, but eventually I got through. So she's off. Okay, now the plan is to unbolt these test pipes. Right now I've already marked where I need to make my other cut. I'm taking them off and cutting them. Yes, I'm doing that because I'm not going to go through that struggle again. So that's the plan now, is to take off the test pipes. So to do that I need to unclip these O2 sensors. So unclip them over here, and then the fun part, which is trying to undo these bolts up in here. Those 2 that you see there, they're not too bad. There's one guy way up, like up in there behind the pipe. Yeah, so you can see I've already blasted it with penetrating oil. Try and get it to release, and then yeah, crack at it and get these test pipes off and cut them, bring them back, and then I'll just like hand tighten them on, get them in place, and then come through, test, fit the flex joint, make sure it sits where I want it to. All right, so I'm not the tallest person around, but anyway, let's see if I can show you. If you look through, oh my goodness, struggling to get focused, but okay, anyway, down there is the flange. So this bad boy, let's see, it's too long for me to get it in camera. Okay, let's do this. Ta-da! I mean, It's as long as my freaking leg. Look at that. Up to my groin. Anyway, flex joint on the end. You can see over here. Flex joint. So, or UJ, so I can get in the funny angle. And then you're going through the engine bay and do those two top two. The driver's side of the car, or right hand side of the car. Here's the rod, and we're going all the way down. Oh, don't know. There she is. There we go. You can see over there, down there. If I can focus on that. Come on, there we go. There's the flange and the socket on the flange. So same on the other side. Also coming through just above here. So below this one, I came up through here, down here. There you can see the exhaust down there. All right. If you ever need to do it, that works. If I have to guesstimate length of that extension, easily 600-700 mil. We got it out. So I'll take this off and clean it up a bit. It had silicone on it. So anyway, yeah. Obviously these cuts are not straight at all. I'm gonna try and do a much better job if I'm gonna do the flanges. Luckily, the way these flanges work, it's like, it's like this. So they slide over. So even if this isn't cut right, I don't have to worry about sitting with a skew flange. I can have a situation where, you know, it's flush there and in there type thing. But yeah, to try and eliminate that, I'm gonna have to try and cut this as square as possible. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. So I'm going to try and tack this up. So what I've done is marked it so we can see. Geez, I'm saying so a lot. Anyway, so this marks, I will get a good angle. That marks where it needs to be. There we go, and there we go. That's the angle, and I just need to line up this, tack it together, and then go double check on the car. But yeah, that's basically where we are now. So she's tacked up, you can see. Nice. So what I've done is I've gone and measured equal distance from here all around, so like this, to get that line. I'm gonna cut that and then weld in the, well, not weld in, but basically cut that and then do the flanges. So yeah, let's get to that. This was my big concern. I was worried whether I was going to get this out or not, but that fits through the tunnel very nicely. I managed to get it out. So yeah, now it's just everything's, as you can see, this is basically tacked up. So now I'm going to do final welding, weld everything up, and then prep it and give it a coat of paint to try and prolong the rust process. I know if I wanted that I would go stainless steel, but to be honest, this is being a budget build that is honestly twice the cost. And like, am I really gonna have an exhaust for 10 years? Highly doubt it. So yeah, here we go. She's all welded up. I'm gonna keep this distance because the welds are fucking hideous. So we're moving on to now. I've got the tail pipes off. As you can see, they started developing surface rust, right? So I want to clean that off, and so this is like in process. You can see it's taking the coating off of the muffler as well, and then I'm going to spray it using a wire brush on a drilling machine or drilling machine, so I can run it and not have to worry about it overheating and things like that. But yeah, basically from that to that, and then with editing magic it should be painted. So I chose the day before a car meet to do this exhaust story. So to pass time while the exhaust is drying, because I gave it a spray, I'm washing the car while she's still on the stand. So now the crappy part is I need to get under the car to fit the exhaust again. Oops. Bit of a problem there. The wipers are still wet, so busy drying up the car now, but you can see out here in darkness, there we go, exhaust standing drying. So as soon as that's good to go, then I'll put it on the car. But yeah, having some fun while I wait for the exhaust to dry. People, guys, whichever one you want to choose, we're done. So you can see here we have our pipe coming off of our headers. So in inverted commas, test pipe coming down here, dummy cat, all the way to our flange, to our flex joint, all the way down and past here. You can see just this clearing all the way through down to the back. Boom. So we resolve this condition here by trimming the flange, so it clears the body. So that's good. I'm happy with that. I can push as hard as I want. So let's check. And it doesn't get anywhere close. Under there, that clearance you guys are worried about. So the marks you see there is from installation, but I can pull as much as I want, no touching. So yeah, you can see the setup over here. I think it looks pretty kick-ass. Obviously this isn't painted because it is stainless steel. So yeah, and I think that should be it for the exhaust videos. I might just do one where I do a drive-by or something like that in the future. But yeah, it is probably about 10 p.m. now, so I'm gonna say good night. Hey guys, I realized I didn't have an outro for the video. I'm busy sitting here editing. Got myself a whiskey going there, so busy sitting here editing, and I realized I don't have an outro. So just want to say, for those of you that have made it this far in the video, I know it's a long one, thank you so much for sticking through to the end. I hope you enjoyed the amount of detail I tried to put into this video and showing you and talking you through what it is that I did. For me, it was an amazing experience. The first time I ever tried to attempt to modify an exhaust. The reason I had it made at a shop in the first place was because I don't have a pipe bender and I really didn't want to do pie cuts. So I try to utilize the part of the exhaust that was existing to put in the flex joints and the flanges. It turned out really well. I can take the exhaust in and out, gives me access to you know, the prop shaft and the gearbox and all of that for any repairs that I need to do going forwards. That was for me one of the bigger issues. But yeah, the exhaust is amazing. Again, thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like the video, please subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with everybody that you think might be interested in something like this. I absolutely love doing it, and I love making the videos for you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stick on for another minute or two where I've got a few GoPro clips for you on what the vehicle sounds like now. I love it. It's amazing. Enjoy.